Okay, we're going to do some maintenance on this 2005 Scion TC. Now that it's springtime, we need to do a few things. We're going to change the oil and filter, change the air filter right here, and spark plugs. We'll get started on the air filter. First of all, there's two clips here. Let's pull those off. Pull it toward you, and here's the filter under here. It's a CA 9482 Fram. So to install, we'll just lift it up, slip the filter back in, and now you need to seat the hinge, pushing it in this direction, snap it back into place. The two clips back in, and done. That's easy. About once a year. It's a good interval for changing out a air filter. Okay, we're going to change the oil on the 2005 Scion TC today. So we've gathered everything up that we're going to need. 4 quarts of 5W30, Fram oil filter, some gloves, filter wrench, ratchet and socket, a oil pan to pick it up, and some ramps, because this car is really low to the ground, so we need to get it off the ground a little ways. Okay, make sure you put the parking brake on, lock under the back wheel. Okay, we're going to drain it. 14 millimeter, the size on the drain plug. Good to have the old glove on here, and plenty of rags around. I've run this car to heat the engine up to operating temperature, which of course is a way to get the maximum amount of oil out of here. Get it all nice and hot and thin. Also good reason for wearing a glove. I don't want to burn yourself. That goes. Okay, I'm going to let it drain for 10 or 15 minutes until there's nothing but a mere drop or two coming back through there. Okay, we're down to a really slow drip here. So I'm going to put the drain plug back in. This doesn't take a whole ton of torque. Just give it a good... We're done. Okay, so here's our oil filter. Right beside the oil pan. I always like to take a shot at breaking it. I can't really get a good grip on it. Okay, so I don't have a lot of room to work with this type of filter wrench. To move the wheel well, plastic wheel well cover out of the way a little bit. Okay, it's starting to come. Okay. Okay, most of it retained in the filter itself. What I like to do to get the maximum amount of oil out of the filter, set it up on a screen. Set it up on a screen like this over the oil catch pan, and just let it drain like that for a while. Got a Fram PH 4967 here. Put a little motor oil on the gasket. Just a little bit. It's a relatively easy position to work with. Once you make contact, 3/4 of a turn is fine right there. And we're done with that. To add oil, take off the filler cap. Our funnel. Funnel won't sit down in here very far because we have some parts in the way. 5W30, good quality 5W30 motor oil. I just have to hold the funnel up on this one because you can't get it down in there very far. Okay, I'm going to put in 4 quarts and call it a day. Okay, we're going to change the spark plugs on this 2005 Scion TC. First thing off, 10mm. Take these acorn nuts off. Not a high torque operation, by the way. Okay, with those off, we can see our coil packs for each cylinder. Now this also is 10mm. Just rock them out of there then. Pull them out. Do that on all of them. These are the tools we need. 5/8" deep well spark plug socket, little rubber insert, 6-inch extension, and 3/8" ratchet. Get it down in the well. There shouldn't be a ton of torque on these, around 20 foot-pounds. There we have it. These are iridium style type plugs. They don't need to be gapped. They're replacement plugs. I have some Bosch IR Fusion number 4501, and I always put a drop, just a dab of motor oil on the threads. It's kind of always been a practice. It's always done me well. Always able to get them out. Not much. It's not like you're dipping them or something. You're just getting them in there. Put them into your spark plug tool. Take care getting it started. You don't want to take a simple job like this and turn it into a nightmare by cross-threading it. Now these are torqued to 21 foot-pounds, which isn't much. And since these are so accessible, we can actually use a torque wrench on them. And we'll do it right to the specs. There it is. Okay, coil pack back in. $10mm nut. Not much torque on that. Okay, we have them all in there, all torqued to 20 foot-pounds. Didn't need to adjust the gaps because they came pre-adjusted. The iridium does. And we'll put the cover back on. Put the little acorn nuts on there and call it a day. And that's an easy job, taking all of about 10 or 15 minutes from end to end. Minimal torque on this, just enough to hold it in place, just a cosmetic cover.